Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're having a great day, great night, my name is Brianna, and today we'll be going over if you're going on a camp out with a toddler or baby, what do you need on a budget? A lot of stuff you actually don't need, but there are things that are very handy when you're going out with a baby or a toddler. So I want to go over things. Before we get into this, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get into this. So in the past, we've been tent campers, and until this winter when we got a trailer, that's what we've been doing. Yes, Bubba? I need you to go sit in your seat.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go sit in your seat. Oh, you can play with that? Okay, you go play with that. We used to tent camp. We got our trailer because we have been camping. I think by the end of this summer, it will be like 8 or 9 times. So we wanted things a little bit simpler. So a lot of this stuff we're not using currently, but I want to go over that because if you're at a tent camp, what? You want your shovel now? What are you gonna need? What's gonna be useful when you're camping? So, but yeah, I wanna go over a lot of stuff that's really useful when you're tent camping and even stuff I'm using now with the trailer, but where are you gonna start, keep your kids warm and all that. So my little guy's turn to take his toys, so we're gonna get over those first. So these are things that are just nice when you have a toddler. You want things they can play with in the dirt and they get dirty with. So first thing, go to the thrift store, go where you can and try to find some old tractors, trucks, little things that they can play in the dirt. Things that you're not gonna be worried if it gets wrecked or whatever. They're great, you can find so much at different thrift stores. So this is a great thing to keep your toddlers entertained. The next thing is go to the dollar store. They have a great variety of shovels, pails, there are baseball bats, whatever you can think of that are just cheap and easy that they can just get wrecked. Hey, you want those?
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're being taken from me. But just a lot of different toys. The dollar store has a bunch of different things you can go get for your kids. If they get wrecked, you don't really care and they can use them for different things. So, next thing we'll go over is camping chairs. Kids are gonna notice that you're on a camping chair and it's really nice. So for my toddler, I just went to Walmart. They had a $10 camping chair, but you can also get those at thrift stores, Facebook Marketplace. I see them all the time. So you can have a lot cheaper than even that. Can I see that?
No.
Okay. But if you have a baby, kind of infant, the thing I really like is these little infant high chairs. You can see ours has been very much loved. It's dirty, it's ripped up. It comes with this. As much as I can, I will try to push Amazon links. You could possibly find this on Facebook Marketplace too. Luckily we got this in our baby registry, but this is so nice when you are camping to put them in on the ground. If you need them in a safe spot for a little bit, it's a perfect thing to do. Next thing we'll go over is how to keep your babies warm at night. So I love getting this. This is just a cotton one of these full body suits. They're really, really warm and just nice to be able to bundle your baby up. Now we co-sleep, which will go into my next thing after this. But we co-sleep, so it's really nice to throw them into these. So if like your blankets or your sleeping bag open up a little bit, they can stay warm. I co-sleep my babies right next to me, and so those are just perfect for them to be able to wrap, be able to move freely. So I have several different of these ones, different sizes. I have one for every size because my babies grow up really fast, and so I need them in their different suits as they grow. I got this one. So this one I got for my little baby guy my toddler, when he was quite young, just so he wouldn't grow out of it, because again, my kids grow really, really fast. But it's this sleeping bag. It has a butthole to be able to change a diaper. I never use that, but you also have sleeves that come off and on. You can buy it up. But it's a great suit to be able to put them in. If it's cold enough, I would put them into this bodysuit and then the sleeping bag. A lot of times they were just with me, so I just did this. But I did have that option if it was really cold. I wanted to do that as well. Found this off Amazon. I want to say at the time it was around 30 bucks. It may have gone up now, but I will put a link for both of these. Thing after our warm pads is, what are you gonna sleep on? The different things people use are cots and then blow-up mattresses. I don't like those, especially with kids. Whether you co-sleep or not, your kids are going to end up probably climbing into your bed, especially camping. They're not used to the environment. It's just a little bit harder, so I always recommend a foam pad. We got ours at Amazon. It looks like this. I have loved it because you can all be in one spot. You guys can kind of roll around, do whatever you need to. And if your kids want to climb into your bed, you're not squishing a little cot or falling into a blow-up mattress and then having all those issues. So it's been great ever since we got ours, had it with our kids. The next thing I want to go over is a wagon. Now, a wagon you necessarily don't have to have. I find it really, really handy. You can sometimes find these on Facebook Marketplace or used. We got this luckily gifted, and Logan's grandpa picked it out, and it has really, really thick tires. Now, this is not a necessary thing, but it's so handy when you're trying to go off over rough terrain to have big tires, because it just goes over things a lot harder. Also, what we had with my first guy, I would put him into this and he could just, that was where he played and that's where he laid as an infant when we went camping. Now, we only went camping once with him as a baby, so I never brought a pack and play. Now, I had a pack and play that I got off of Facebook Marketplace, so you can find them really easy there, or a thrift store. That's what we have now, and I think is great because my little guy, our second little dude, Howdy, is moving around a whole lot. So I also would recommend a pack and play. You can get them used again for really cheap. That could be where your baby sleep. If you don't co-sleep, they can also be used as a crib like that. We co-sleep, so he's just in bed with us, so it's not a big issue. But it's kind of nice to have a nice clean place for your baby to move around. Now, you could get a tent or whatever like that. I don't have a tent for them, but there's a lot of those little toddler tents that you can put them into. So the next thing is, when you're moving around camp, it is really, really handy to have some sort of carrier. So this is one of my favorites, is this one, but also since we do a lot of hiking, I have this pack. I'll probably do like a full like baby carrier one sometime soon, but that will not be part of this video. But having something hold your baby as you're moving around camp or doing hiking, or maybe you're going down fishing and you need to take them somewhere, so it's really nice. Now, this is not a necessary thing you have to have, but I like to have a little carry-on for my guy. He's getting bigger, so it's nice for him to have his own little pack, just his fanny pack from Walmart. I think it was like $5 to $6. Keep his toys in, take it around camp. If he goes hiking, he can carry his own water and snacks, different stuff like that. If you're taking a kid, you always want to make sure you have water for them, treats for them, their clothes, diapers, underwear, whatever that you're going to need. Make sure you have all those supplies as well. But also you want to make sure you have first aid stuff. So I have a nice burn cream. One of my favorites is this Manuka honey one. It can also be used as just a nice healing cream. But you want some sort of thing for burns, because you never know if your kid's going to touch the fire or go and touch a stove. You want to make sure you have things covered. One thing I love is some sort of healing cream, which I love. I make a little calendula healing cream. I originally made this just for like a nipple cream, but honestly I've learned I use it on like everything now to help prevent any sort of infections or healing, and it is amazing. So you can see it is very much almost used up. I need to be making more soon. I'm going to be making a video soon with a bunch of different baby products I like to make that are more natural, so you guys can keep an eye out for that video as well. But make sure you have like a first aid kit, because kids get bonked up, you never know what they're going to do. So make sure you have a basic thing, you kind of know what to do, because normally if you're camping, you're going to be out there. The last thing would be some sort of bug spray if you have bugs in your area, or just to be careful for bugs. I've been trying to find like a good essential oil, like clean one. Our bugs are so bad, I have not been able to find anything. So the next best, I found this big carton one from Oth. It's not the, I don't know. So this is like I think the cleanest without being like the essential oil brand that I've been able to find. You also could do sunscreen. I don't do a lot of sunscreen. I've been trying to expose my babies to the sun slowly throughout the summer, so we haven't been, but if not, or you just burn really easy, have sunscreen. Like, no shame in sunscreen. I've been actually wanting to make more sunscreen because I made it a little bit ago, like a couple of years ago, and then for just my little baby, have it on hand. But you have a lot of different options there. But yeah, hopefully you guys, this helped out of knowing what to pack if you're bringing babies, toddlers. This is your first time, if you've gone several times. Thing is, as you go, you're gonna figure out what works for you. Some things that work good for my system may not work for yours as well, but hopefully this helped with like the items that are really useful to have to keep your kids warm and entertained on a budget. Some of the stuff you guys can find used, which is really great, or it's kind of on the cheaper side and maybe you already have, but you just needed to know what to bring. So hopefully it was helpful. Please share this video with a couple friends that you would find helpful that has kids. You're going to be going camping, as well as let me know your favorite place to camp down below, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Please give this video a thumbs up, push the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next week. Hope you have a great day, great night. God bless.